Bonjour. Hello. Hello, Gerry. You can have more breakfast in a bit. I'm sorry, Banooz. Oh, Fifi, did you just headbutt him? Poor Gerry. Good morning, Boba. Morning, Cow. Good morning, Drew. Dear, oh dear. Okay, let me get you your breakfast. I just had the little heads collide. Oh. Doot, doot. There we go. There we go. Good morning, Cal. Morning, Hamish. Morning, Duncan and Bee. Drew, thank you very much for the 43 months. Bnoo. And a tier 2 Bnoo. Thank you. I hope you're doing good. Good morning, Max. Morning, Hansen. Did I say good morning, Zara? Good morning. Good morning, Saffron. Oh. Genius. Thank you very much for the 39 months. Hiya. Good morning, Ned. Oh my gosh. It's been a funny morning. Just trying to get stuff ready for the bunnies. Fifi's been very excited, bless her. Kino, thank you very much for, oh my gosh, 2 years. Thank you. Good morning, Limewood. Good morning, Ginge. How's everyone doing? How are your weekends? Harry, thank you very much for the 36 months and good birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Good morning, Lay. I'm just trying to undo the zip on my hoodie. Try and do it one-handed. So, there we go. Bam. Megalomania, good morning. And Dave, thank you very much for the 38 months. And a tier 2 as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I do have a birthday hat somewhere. Night Charm. Thank you very much for the 42 months. That's it. I found it. The answer to everything. It's amazing. You won't believe that the answer is, oh no. Oh no. Did you run out of space? We're going to have to wait until next month. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everyone. What a lovely way to be started. Is that good English? Apologies for no streams yesterday. It's one of these things that I probably could have maybe fit in a little one somewhere, but it was just such a bits and pieces day. Because I had 3 different recordings. Napoleon, thank you very much for the 33 months. I've got the week off, so I get to watch streams in bed for once. Oh, nice. Very cozy. Very cozy. Morning, Monday. Good morning, honey. Yeah, I'd had like 1 in the morning that meant that I couldn't do the bunny stream, and then 1 just after lunch, and then 1 again at 6 o'clock. So I was like, oh, it's maybe a little bit, maybe it would be too rushed to do one. All the recordings were very good. 1 I think will be out soon. The other I don't think is out until April. But the one that isn't out until April, I chose to wear like a really warm jumper. I didn't think the jumper was as warm as it was. And then we started running around and I just felt myself go bright red. I was like, I'm so warm in this jumper. So I'll just be glowing for all of that video, like a little Rudolph nose. Patience, thank you very much for the 2 months. Howdy everyone, hope you're having a pleasant time zone wherever you are. Thanks for being so lovely. True, very true. Oh, very lovely. Still stand up to my art friend commissioned of his, a friend of mine, ever 14 character. It's so good. Ah, that's lovely. That is very lovely. Good morning, Ted. Yeah, I saw a lovely, oh my gosh. I want to be able to give credit. I might wait until... Oh, thank you for the bits. Who did it? Was it Mike? Who did the lovely picture of Kirsty, Zoe, and I? And about annoying Rythian? I clicked on it when I was very sleepy, and now and now I forgot. I'll have to put it in the Discord. It was really lovely. Kai, thank you very much for the 31 months. 31 months, that's nearly a whole year. True. You'll get there. I don't know the author, but it was Ffion, not sorry. I swear it was a little cat, wasn't it? Isn't it a little cat? It's a cat, a horse, and a Pikachu. Unless there's a different one. Perchance. But yeah, it was very beautiful. Boop, boop, boop. Was it Melon? Yes, it was Melon. That's who it was. It was... I was trying to think. I was like, I want to give the right credit, but I can't. My brain is too eepy to remember who. I was too busy being distracted by the lovely curviness of my haunts. But the picture's really lovely, and then it's like, what do we all have in common? Trying to annoy Rythian. It's very good. Steve, thank you very much for the 39 months. Thanks for the streams, Franny. What is your favorite computer game? Ooh. It's difficult to pick just one, because I guess there's like different categories. Because there's like most played, most nostalgic, and then ultimate comfort game. So probably ooh. I mean, of all time, I don't know. Every time I go to say one, my head is just bouncing between Hades, the first Spyro, and Animal Crossing. Because those are like my favorite childhood game was always Spyro. So that was always, if ever I had something that I was grumpy about in childhood, I would go and load up my PS1 and play Spyro. And that was like my there you go, sorry, you had something in your eye. Come on in, Rob. Rob, thank you very much for, oh my gosh, 50 months at Titu, 50 years old, like butter scraped over too much Twitch sub. Oh no. He's gonna be getting on the Twitch boat soon. But yeah, I used to love playing Spyro, but then like the ultimate comfort game, like, but then again, I guess if Animal Crossing was my favorite game, I'd load it up all the time, but it's more that it's just such a nostalgia. But then the game that I play most often is Hades. Like, just to wind down in an evening, I'll just be like, I'll just do a Hades run. So does that make it my favorite? It's like yesterday I was talking to Alistair and he asked for my favorite. He was like, what's your favorite movie? And I was like, well, there's so many different categories for that, because there's like the film that you enjoyed the most, but you maybe have only ever seen it once. And then Dota, you love Dota. No, that's an addiction, not a love. I only play Dota socially. I would never. I wouldn't load it up on my own. Going to watch Dota next month, though, which I'm looking forward to. should be good over in Birmingham, or I should say up in Birmingham. Have you been seeing Dune 2? I have. Went to see that last week. And it was okay. Does that mean Grammy is enabling your Dota habit? Well, Grammy didn't play Dota with me all weekend. He said no. They're not doing the popcorn bucket at my cinema. They had I think they had a special cup. We're going to see some Stardew music. Yeah, I was so sad when I saw, because they still had tickets for the Birmingham Stardew, but it's on the same day as the Dota, and I was like, oh, I can't really, having bought the ticket, take a day out to go and watch the Stardew thing. But that would have been so cool to go and see it. But alas, I'm sure we'll still have a very lovely weekend in Birmingham. Oh, so those are the most overpriced tickets ever. Wait, the Stardew ones. But yeah, for Dune, I mean, friends of mine who know the book have said that they really enjoyed it, whereas me, who doesn't know the book, I found it okay. So I guess it depends. It depends how in the know you are about what the heck is going on. Changed a couple of things with that. Yeah, Helen was saying that. Whereas I would not know such things. For me, it just felt more like when you send a baby to a sensory class and it's just noises and shapes that are pleasing, but you don't really know why. So yeah, but I wasn't super excited to see it. I was just more, I will go see it because it's a cinema film. But there are, I haven't read the books either, but I liked it. I just like the scale of it and the aesthetic. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's just something good about watching it, even if you don't really, it's just, you can just appreciate it without really knowing what's going on or being able to remember anyone's name apart from Paul. But yeah, I saw Lawrence of Arabia at the cinema. I liked that it had an intermission. It was nice. Just stretching your legs and having a little tub of ice cream or whatever. I enjoyed the first movie, but it moved at such a fast pace. Yeah, I think the pacing felt sort of okay. It was just a bit difficult to gauge time sometimes, because you'd be like, oh, have months passed now? Okay. It was odd, but I'm not really a sci-fi person, so I would not judge. Good morning, Sienna. I wouldn't judge my feelings on any sort of sci-fi books or films, because I'm just it's not really my bag. But I'm excited to go and watch Wicked Little Letters. I'm going to go see that this week, and that looks like it could be good. And there's another film I was excited for, but I cannot think what it is. Oh no, there's a film that I want to watch but at home. Come on in house. I guess the only sort of sci-fi thing that I've ever been really ooh, is Jurassic Park. But more hello. You finished pooping? More spacey sci-fi stuff is what I'm meh. When I go see that and Poor Things. Poor Things is really not my sort of thing. I'm worried that Three Body Problem is going to be garbage. Yeah, it seems very odd that they're giving away things that are meant to be quite big story points in the trailer. But I guess you sort of have to do that with TV shows to like get people invested in what it is. But it's but yeah. But just hello. Look at she. A beautiful she. A year older than when you last saw her. She is an 8-year-old Banu now. Well, sort of, is all made up. She could be any age. Or have not changed at all. But in the eyes of the law and her veterinary profile. Where are you going? Hi. Hey, beautiful. Need more dinosaur movies. I mean, if the Jurassic World films are anything to go by, we need fewer dinosaur movies. Because they are garbage. She's secretly too. Are you too? Are you too? Oh, Vivi. You know where your cake is, don't you? You do. You're going to try and get to it. Are you biding your time? You're going to try and get your cake. Was that before or after Jurassic Park? I think it was before. I feel like it must have been before. I feel like a lot of those films are deceptively old. It's well before, yeah. Yeah, because that's the Land Before Time. Whereas I think time existed in Jurassic Park. So, would make sense. I saw that the Wallace and Gromit Telltale film was, it's on sale at the moment. And I was like, oh, I am quite tempted to get that, even though it looks quite, I don't know, aged. It still looks very good. Because I really enjoyed Tales from the Borderlands. Even though I don't really like Borderlands. Well, I think I'm a Telltale game. Yeah. It's, I think it's only a couple of pounds. It's not much at all. And I do have some money in my Steam account. Thanks to lovely Rob. The colour nobody asked for. No, now I've got no bunnies to see. I can see Gerry's in that box because I can see the box wobbling. Fifi's got bored and run around the corner. It sounds like she's eating cardboard. I don't know what he do. Gerry he's on new medication. Gerry! And therefore is very grumpy with me most of the time. And I think it's like an indefinite medication. So hopefully he'll eventually get to the point where he's not as grumpy with me. And hopefully it is helping. It's played the first one and it was fun. There's lots of cheese in it. Oh. It's basically like more pain relief, because I took them to the vet on Thursday. Hello. And was just saying that Gerry boy is getting a little bit older and stiffer now, bless he. So they've given him a little something to hopefully make that a little bit better. Hello. But she said other than that like he's he's doing very well. She said he's put on a little bit of weight, which is good. Sadly, Fifi has also put on a little bit of weight, which isn't so good. But they're both within a good range. It's just Fifi is slightly one end of the range and Gerry is the other end. But the problem is, whenever I give Gerry stuff to sort of bolster him up, Fifi immediately also eats it. And he's become a bit like slower with having his pellets as well. So I think that Fifi is taking advantage of that. Of eating slightly more. Oh, you're asking what the plan is for the stream today. I was going to try and do this cross stitch that you can see here up on the table. Oh, she binky. But I don't really know how it's going to work. Also, it's one of those ones that already has the pattern like printed onto the Ida, and I don't know if I want to do it like that. So I might turn it over and do it the more traditional way. She's zooming. Fifi? So any food that Fifi doesn't like that Gerry would eat? I think the only thing is maybe cherry tomatoes. I think that's the only thing that I've seen her ever hesitate with. And Gerry is okay with them. That's about it. I think everything else she bloomin' loves. Good morning, Anno. I managed to get students who's struggling with insomnia. Oh no! I hope that gets better. I've been there and it is very stinky. I bet still can't believe that our cats are 14 years old. Apparently they look and seem a lot younger. That is good. That is good. I mean, I do have a cross stitch pattern that I'm going to follow. Morning, Ginger. I can show you what I mean by, so this is the Ida, this material here, and you see it's got, no, this is not for you. This is not for you. Oh, hello. So it's got the pattern printed one side and it's blank the other side, and I just don't really like doing ones that have the patterns already on. Oh my goodness. Do you want your treat as you've come out here? So I might do it the blank side. Because also, once you've finished it, it's got like a load of stuff around the outside. And I'm like, surely if you want to like frame it or something afterwards, that will look a bit odd. So yeah, I think I'm just going to turn it over and do it t'other way. Hello. Okay, here you go. Wait, no, don't run away now. Oh, jeez. Right. Do. There you go. Oh, sorry, bunnies. Being a selective boy today. No? Do you want some of this? No? Oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to sit between them and see if I can offer Gerry stuff. Oh. Sorry, baby. Hello, Fifi. There's one piece of grass left. There you go. Have you finished everything? Oh my gosh, you have. You have. There you go. He just wanted to eat under the table. Liz, thank you very much for the 49 months. Brandy, guess what? Guess what? Nothing. I had nothing to say. In other news, I'm once again here to say how much I love seeing you in main channel YouTube stuff. You had such a chaotic, false, wholesome element. What do you mean false, wholesome? And interact perfectly with the others. In other news, do you like musicals? And if yes, have you ever listened to Hadestown or the epic musical that one guy is making? Turns out Greek mythology is pretty great for musical inspiration. My messages in cuddle? No, I'm hoping that eventually Hadestown will come to Bristol, because I think it's pretty much just been in London. But I'm hoping that one day it might come to like the Hippodrome in Bristol, and I would like to watch it first time I hear it. So I've been holding off. Not that I think it's really going to have any spoilies, because it's a story that I already know. But yes. Good morning, Lifelike. It's hello. Did you enjoy your breakfast? Did you have good breakfast? What's Kirbycraft been up to since I missed the stream? So we did 3 streams of Fighting Fantasy. And then, can I have some breakfast too? Of course you can. Hang on, let me refill the bowl. I hope you like carrot tops and grass and little bits of kale. And fennel today, actually. That's what all the crunching was about. But yeah, we did Fighting Fantasy, which was really fun. We did 3 streams of that. I was a little bit late to the last one. I was doing a brand deal, so I couldn't rush out. But like as soon as it was done, I was like, "Do you need me for anything else?" And they were like, "No, you're good to go." And then I was like, "See ya." Did the cartoon thing of leaving a dust outline of myself behind as I ran out the room and into stream. But yeah, we finished that off, not in the most desired way. And then on Thursday this week, we're going to be starting Kirby Stardew, because today is the day that the update happens. And then on Thursday, we can start drinking mayonnaise. We're just going to start from the beginning, because we were only like 2 sessions in anyway. They made it a whole 2 minutes without you before arguing. Oh no. But yeah, they're going to we're just gonna hope that the mods are updated for the new update sort of thing in time for Thursday. And if not, we're going to we're just gonna have to see what works and what doesn't. Maybe streamline it a little bit more, just to and then we can maybe like start things off, add more as we go. You're going to get the new phone that's made for animals. I don't know, because I don't really, I've not looked into the patch notes, and I don't know what works with multiplayer, etc. So it's, come on in, Nico. We're just going to have to, like, see what works with what. And, the dev let the modders get access to the beta so they could update their mods in time. Yeah, see, that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping that everything... Because it does seem that, like, Stardew mods on Nexus are, updated. The ones that we use seem to be updated quite regularly, which is nice. So yeah, fingers crossed. But to be honest, if there's going to be... I mean, it's difficult to know when the new stuff... Well, like the new events and dialogue and stuff are actually going to kick in. But I'm excited to play. I'm looking forward to it. Well, I mean, I am looking forward to it, but also I was really enjoying Fighting Fantasy because I got such a sweet deal with that. Just the fact that I literally got to play. Rydian had to do all the reading, Kirsty had to do all the drawing, and I just got to play. It felt very cheeky, but very fun. I enjoyed seeing all of Kirsty's drawings of Big Bronchi. Just sit back and be a gremlin, yes. And then the reason that we're on a Thursday this week, it will be Fridays from now on. But the reason is that we're switching. There's stuff filming in the games night room on Thursday. So we've moved the craft stream to Friday and then brought Kirby Craft forward. So I keep saying Kirby Craft, but I guess Kirby Farm Style Curb is going to be on Thursday this week. But exciting news is that Kirsty is driving down and coming and joining the craft stream, which I'm excited for because we're literally doing an idea that she suggested, and then she couldn't come along for it. But yesterday we were recording a comfort zone and I was like, but what if you did come along for it? And I persuaded her. I used my means of persuasion. And she's going to be coming down, so I'm excited. And there's a film I've been trying to get her to watch for ages as well, so I'm hoping I might be able to persuade her to watch that on Thursday night. Saffron, I was thinking that. At the time, I was just thinking the shitty Pebble of Ryan. Am I right? But yeah. Oh, also, is it Princess Bride? No, not Princess Bride. I don't think she's seen that. But no, it's a film that I think she'll like more than that. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I could finally say who the episode of Comfort Zone we were excited for is who the guest was, why we were so excited, because that came out on Saturday. I just really wanted it to be like I was so nervous for it that I didn't want to say who it's going to be because I kept thinking something's going to go wrong. I was like, they're going to cancel. They're like the episode's just going to be them being like, do you're idiots, don't talk to me ever again. But now it's out. Now it's out. I can finally step back and pog, and sort of just regret how Kirsty and I were both very nervous to record, so didn't really make the most of the episode. But yeah, but yes, it was still really good. I'm glad we did it. And I keep on accidentally like lining up so many. Oh, Dave, if you've made a note of all the art they mentioned, can you send it to me, please? Because I keep meaning to go back and listen to it again and write it down. But I'm also like, I get the sort of ick when I listen back to things that I've done. So, if you did have a list of everything, that would be amazing. But yeah, I've gone a bit like guest mad recently. Because I keep on just thinking of people who it'd be nice to have on, and also just like having, because obviously it takes a little while for people to have the dreams before they can bring them to us. So yeah, I've sort of just been reaching out to loads of people, and then loads of people have come back and been like, oh yeah, do you want to do next week? And I'm like, there's only so many days next week. But yes, just trying to, Maggie Smith went. I don't think we can, I don't think I have her number. Kelsey has proved that repeat guests are acceptable when she stands in for your co-host, really, and that is true. That is true. Good old sports jacket. I would love to have Mark back. He was so good. Moop, thank you very much for your prime. It's very kind of you. And yeah, to be honest, it's been so long since we had some of the people on. I think it would be fine to start getting people back again. And yeah, now we've sort of braved reaching. I mean, we have gone outside of the network before, once before. Well, yeah, outside of like friends and network once before with episode 50. Adam Phillips was a very brave episode. We're very brave and talked to someone that we don't work with. And now we've done it again. So I feel like we're more powerful than ever and can reach for new, not heights, new parallels. But yeah, but yes, I've got some people in mind now. I've just been so focused on this episode that I didn't want to, because obviously, like, if you're getting people from other podcasts and stuff, you want to have an idea of their podcast. But I was like, I don't want to cloud my thoughts with others. So I've been waiting until this one was done. Good morning, fish. Yep, yep, yep. Hello. She has awoken. Where are you off to? Where are you off to? Beep, bop, boop. Beep, bop, boop. I'm just licking the bowl. Hoping, oh no, there are some tiny crumbs in there, I can see. Guest suggestions. Well, we're recording with Trot this week, so he shall be on. Lewis episode, well, not quite about dreams, was a fascinating philosophical episode. Another would be fun. Yeah, I mean, if Lewis would be happy to come back on, we'd be happy to have him. But we're also, we're also trying to, like, think of, people outside of Yogscast too. We're hoping to, like, reach out to other podcasts that would be relevant or, a good fit for ours. Just because it would also be nice to, like, I mean, I think it is just like, well, it's one of those things that I think you want to be good in your own right, rather than it just being like, it's a Yogscast podcast sort of thing, if that makes sense. We've been trying to, like, reach out and make it more of a standalone thing rather than it just being, us talking to our friends about our friends. And it just makes it, like, a little bit more accessible if people are listening from, if people find you from outside, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Bill Bailey. See, I don't know if the Falklands crossover episode was so good. Yeah, see, this is the thing, like, because they do a podcast which goes with, like, a lot of it's got, like, the mystical side of things. They've mentioned dreams before on their podcast, so that is, like, a crossover, like a collaboration that we thought made sense, sort of thing. Whereas Dame Maggie Smith I don't think there's really any justification for just being like, you, actress, get over here. So yeah, we're looking into podcasts that are maybe more like have more crossover and common interests, I guess. People who deal with things like mental health and that sort of stuff is who we're aiming for as well. As well as like trying to go for maybe more like D&D focused things. Like, because I think a lot of storytelling, there's like an interesting crossover of dreams and such. And because obviously like some famous books in literature have been thought up from dreams, such as Frankenstein all came from a dream. And there are various other things. I think that is one of like the interesting things is when I think like a lot of songs came from dreams as well. There's a whole Wikipedia page that you can read about media that came from dreams. I guess the actual dream guest would be the person who came up with the king's hand. The food that they dreamed of. And decided to make. It's like a cookie hand that was filled with Greek salad. But yeah, there's like a whole wiki a whole subreddit that's dedicated to dream foods that people have dreamt of and then decided to make and see if they were any good in real life. But yeah, those are the sorts of ways that we are trying to aim at the moment. Because we don't want it to just be like, we're going to try and get this person because they're because they're famous or something. Do you know what I mean? There has to be more. It cannot be a tenuous connection. Apparently, like quite a few of the Beatles songs were from dreams. Just sort of woke up knowing them. There are many idea stories that I've wanted to draw right. I even made a whole... Oh. Well, there you go. I mean, it's like... what do you call it? There's an artist. I've forgotten his name. His surname was like Fuseli, but I've forgotten his first name. But I think a lot of his art was inspired by nightmares that he had that he brought on himself by eating raw meat before going to bed. But also just like Mark's story that he dreamt of was like, you know, that could easily be a story that you write down. I was hooked. I didn't want it to end. I didn't like the cliffhanger. If I had have woken up from that dream, I'd 100% be trying to go back to sleep. I'm trying to get back into it. Hello, June. Sports jacket. Yeah, we're all rooting for sports jacket. But yeah. I mean, I guess if you are more like, I think the nice thing about dreams is that it's sort of your head cleared of like worries and concerns of every day, and you can just have like quite a creative space left after that. So I guess if you are someone who is, you know, quite creative as a writer or a songwriter or something, it can just clear the way. Had a lovely dream last night. Oh, that's good. a lovely... Oh, that's a point. I need to grab the hat. Need to grab the hat for you. Get Miriam Margulies with what justification? What is her connection to I mean, she's very lovely, but I don't know if I'd have anything to pitch to her. Because that's the thing, you don't want to come across like messaging people and just being like, my friend and I have a podcast, can you come on it? We tried to reach out with some sort of connection. Like, you might be interested in it for these reasons. I think I'm just over aware that like so many people, there are just a lot of podcasts. And you don't want it to come across like, you know, me and my friend just want to have a chat with you. Miriam wouldn't hold back from telling you about her dreams. I dread to think. Someone did that to the Queen, asking her to attend their wedding. And she did. Ah, well, that's lovely. How did you reach out to Falklands? I just said, like, you know, we've, you know, on our podcast, we've talked before about sort of connections to witchcraft and Greek mythology, and that's a lot of what they deal with on their podcast. Not, obviously, it's like British folklore, but I just said, if you'd like to come on and talk about, like, the dream elements of, like, the more... Because I don't know how many of you have heard Falklands, but there's, like, a whole episode called Rectory in Red about a moider, and the person in it started dreaming about where the body was buried, and then that's how they eventually went and found it and stuff like that. So they talk a lot about... I mean, it's a really good podcast. You should really listen to it. It is very good. But it's like they have... I mean, there's also... Oh, what was the name of the... There was like a king who also had a dream that was like a foreshadowing of his death, but he still went to his death and stuff like that. And it does just come up in... I mean, I guess it is like used as a storytelling... I didn't know, like a medieval king. I've forgotten the name of... But it's just like... either as a storytelling element or just, you know, the not understanding of what dreams were back in those days. So it does become... I mean, there was literally, like, you could use dreams as evidence in court and stuff like that. It just... Morning Chronicle. It's, I didn't even realise you were up on the sofa and she just appeared. Just back when dreams weren't really understood as to what they are, and they were just seen as like spooky visions and foretellings and forewarnings and stuff. It's yeah, so that's... we just said to them if they'd be interested to talk about that, and thankfully they said yes. Because obviously it is like a big part of, like, you know, there's several stories in Greek mythology where dreams have been used either to like communicate or to deceive. Like the dream sent to Agamemnon that he would be victorious, but that was just Achilles asking Zeus to mislead him to his downfall. Stuff like that. It is just yeah, it's an interesting subject if you're interested in it. But a lot of people are not. But yeah, thankfully they said yes, and they very kindly agreed to have a little chat with us about it. But yeah, trying to... if there's other, like... Come on in, Frith. If there's other sorts of connections such as that, then would be that one woman had dreams about... Wait, who? You're referring to Pasiphae? I don't think there's a dream in that story. Is there? Unless there's someone else I don't know about. But yes. Right. I'm going to see if I can grab the hat for Harry. I'm going to put this phone. Wait there, Gerry. You're in charge now. Oh. Good boy. Oh, Gerry. You were in charge. You don't want to be in charge. Where are you? Hello. Hello. I mean, as you're both excited, you can have a little bit of a... Oh. A little bit of birthday cake, if you like. The cake is looking a little bit worse for wear now. You can... Oh, geez, Fifi's just broken off a massive chunk. It's okay, because Gerry also got one. There we go. My goodness. Right, let me put the remains back in the box. Just exploded. Exploded. Okay, but Fifi has payment for this. You need to put a little hat on you and say happy birthday to Harry. Here we go. Oh no, oh no. Oh. Happy birthday, Harry. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself and be good and stay cozy. Oh, there we go. I just got it in time before the hat fell off. There we go. Just squeezed it in. She was like, okay, I guess I do have cake. I will accept this for now. Oh dear, oh dear. There we go. Lovely munch. How's Gerry getting on with his? I didn't see how big a bit he got. Oh my gosh, he's got loads. I might have to go and wrestle it off of him in a bit. My goodness. How long is it going to be before Fifi notices? Look at all of that, Gerry. Okay, there you go. I managed to steal it. I think you've had enough. Is that nice? I've been using it as a way of apologizing to him after I give him his medicine. Because he has to have it twice a day. And it's the only food that he's ever happily eaten while still on the table. Normally he refuses until he's back down on the floor. But yeah, the cake is obviously that good that he's like, yeah, I'll just have it now, I don't mind. Fifi can't steal it if I'm here. Well, I guess it is time for me to head off and decide how I'm going to do this cross-stitch stream, I suppose. Who can do B-Raid? She's not doing... Oh, a Swan streaming. We could go to Swan. I don't think I've seen Swan streaming in ages. Hello? Hello. I guess I might just try a similar setup to the what you call it, the fossils, and see if that works. Well, everyone, I hope you have a very lovely day. I'll be back in a couple of hours, but until then, look after yourselves. And I'll see some of you later. The rest of you I maybe see... Oh, there's no bunny stream tomorrow, just so you know, as I'm in a recording. But there will be, or there should be Thursday and Friday. As far as I know, I've not been called into anything for those. So that should all be good. I feel like everything's shifting around a lot at the moment, but yes, look at him getting kissy. Lovely. Lovely. But yeah, look after yourselves, and I shall say bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. You can just watch Gerry get kisses until the time runs out. Lim, 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 lim. Look at she. Oh, he's getting a good smooching. Oh. I can see him grooming the floor. There we go. Lovely. His little tail being wriggled around everywhere. They gone. Nice. Thank you. Look at his tail is going mad. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Bye-bye. Boop.